Okay, I'm gonna explain this. So, this video is about, the shit I go through, or more about me, so people can understand why am I like this, or why am I the way I am, or why, about me, pretty much. So, as a young kid, I was like 5 years old, and at 5 years old, that's when I started have depression. Because at a young age, I usually have my parents fighting right in front of me over and over, screaming, stuff like that. And as a kid, I used to scare the shit out of me, and I was crying, and no one cared. And my sister usually used to go out with her friends. I was always home alone. Well, not home alone, but I'm always left out. I didn't have any friends, and I didn't had anyone. I couldn't go to parks. I didn't go anywhere with friends or anything like that. And and then that's when I started going to school later on. When my mom told me that started going to school, I was like, okay. At first I was excited because I thought I was gonna make new friends and everything, but not really. In reality, not really. I fucking hated it with a passion ever since. I always got made fun of for the way I am, and I always get, people used to make fun of me for my looks. Maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe because I was Mexican, maybe because I was brown, maybe because I dressed differently, maybe because I talked differently, maybe because to be honest, I never know why I was made fun of as a kid, to be fair. But like little by little, the older I get, I started to realize that I have an eating disorder, where I wanted to eat or drink anything, but it makes me want to spit it out, and it hurts. I'm hungry, I want to eat, but my stomach just won't let it. At a time, I had to get high just to eat properly, because when you're high, it comes down my stomach, and I don't like doing it, but I just have to just to eat properly and normal. And sometimes, if you make me upset, I'm not gonna eat, because not only that, it also depends on my mood. If I'm in a happy mood, I can, I don't struggle to eat. But if you make me upset or cry or sad or whatever, I'm not gonna eat. And because if I'm upset and I eat, I'm just I feel guilty. I hate that feeling where you just feel guilty and you're eating, and it just feels disgusting. You just want to fucking spit it out. And I hated it, And then little by little, at age of 12, that's when my parents got a divorce, and I couldn't handle it, because I thought that was the reason that, my parents got divorced, and they're not together, And then that's when, as soon as I, go to middle school at 6th grade, the first time I went to middle school, I was still a kid. I still have a mind of a kid. I still acted like a kid, because I just came straight from elementary. And then that's when people started to change, or made me change differently. It got worse. That's when my depression got worse. That's when I first had anxiety and started worrying about people, saying about me. And because of them, that's when I started to feel insecure. I always feel insecure about my weight, about my looks, about everything. I just want to be me, just be happy for once. But no one, accepted me for who I am. And life is hard, but it's just, I've been through so much on my own. I don't know, no one has ever taught me what to do in serious situations. What if, I don't know what to do if I have a panic attack or anything like that. I just have to go through it alone, and I don't know what to do, and I hated it so much. And I've been through so much to the point, I've been, abused mentally and physically, and been hurt so much to the point I wanted to kill myself. More than about 6 or 7 times. I've been to mental hospitals almost 5 times, because how bad I was, how much I was in pain. My parents used to think I was crazy or I was on drugs, but no, it's just how much pain I was in. But now I just feel okay, and I'm happy that I have my sister next to me. Sometimes I wish I was never born and that my parents should have just stick with my sister. But at the end of the day though, because of my sister, I'm happy again.